Yo, fam, my peoples, Black Clover Hive. I know y'all read that chapter 242 of Black Clover. We're gonna talk about 241 as well, but chapter 242 of Black Clover, baby. Dante bringing out all the greatness out of Asta, him being a Mac Daddy, yo, like he looking at, I rocks with Dante because we got some similar tastes, fam. Like, yo, there's so much, but that ending of 242, oh my gosh, if there was ever a time to scream it with me. Y'all ready? We do the countdown. 1, 2, 3. This, that, Black Clover greatness. Oh baby, let's talk about it. No matter how you move, get it done. No matter how you move, get it done. That's right, my peoples. Black Clover insanity, Black Clover greatness. This chapter 242, well, chapter 241, because I missed last week's chapter. I was out of town. I was doing extra stuff around regarding anime and manga, but 241, let's talk about it. Dante, he's shown up. Dante is getting ready to throw down. Dante looking like a beast. And honestly, even before we go into 241 and 242, when 241 starts, you really got to just look at it as like, yo, Dante, if he is the king, right? And although I'm kind of wondering if he's really truly the leader of all this, even though he's regarding himself as the king and everything, there's something about Xenon that I'm still a little bit like, yo, is he really the leader and shit like that? But we gotta just keep on looking at it as a prerequisite. If you know and the Golden Dawn fell, I don't care how much I rock with my Black Bulls, I don't care how much training they've got in the last 6 months and shit like that, we are walking into a catastrophe. Thankfully, we still haven't even seen what the hell Vonica is about to do to the Heart Kingdom, because that's, I don't even know if I'm going to be able to contain myself with that either. Noel's over there, but I'm already like, yo, what are we gonna really do against this dude, fam? Like, Yami's not even on the scene. Yami, where are you, fam? We need you. Because the chapter opens up, Dante and Asta going at it, getting little ideas of what Dante's powers is like. He has gravity magic, seemingly, which to me is very reminiscent in a way of some of the stuff that Pain could do, where he would just like drag people to him. What was it? The Almighty Push? Or it was one of the freaking powers that Pain from Naruto had, where he could just like shove people around and drag them to him. And seeing him using his gravity magic on Asta, I'm already like, well, damn. You know, dropping him out the sky, doing all sorts of crazy shit. Then we got Vanessa, which this is, I love when shonen manga do this. My Hero's been doing it really well. Black Clover's been doing it really well also, where you're using some of the side characters, because at the end of the day, you know, the main character is Asta, and you know, but you got Vanessa and her cat, is it Rouge, I want to say? You know, using her powers, using the cat to kind of give Asta a little bit of an upper hand, or at the very least not get him completely squashed by Dante, and it's helping in the beginning. And I'm like, alright, because at the end of the day, no matter what, I will always say that cat in particular is a broken thing. Thankfully, there's some weaknesses to it. It's not completely like there's no way of stopping this cat. I mean, as we see in 242, but you see that it's helping Asta fight against this Goliath of a monster known as Dante. But then, midway into chapter 241, Dante surprises everyone and really goes a notch even further up on my, yo, this dude is awesome scale, when he's like, yo, that's some dope power. Yo, you got a sexy figure, you got a beautiful face. You're my woman now. That's it. You're mine. You're Vanessa Enelteca Dante, okay? That's it, and that's all. And I'm like, I love this guy. I love this dude. Dante knows what time it is. Since the beginning of Black Clover, I was like, Vanessa, that's my kind of gal. She likes to booze it up. She look good. And overall, like, yo, Dante. And to be honest with you, you got to look at it too. Vanessa really ain't rejecting it. She ain't like, ew, yucky, no. Like, who knows? Vanessa might be like, yo, at the end of all this, let my friends go and I will go with you, fam. I'll give you a little bit of whatever you want. You know what I'm saying? You want a little bit of twerking on the AM, I got you. Just let my friends go. I can see it going that way. I can see it going a few different ways. Yami showing up when everything is too late. I don't know. I mean, with Yami, he always usually shows up at the exact right time. So, I mean, and at the end of the day, the mission, the whole goal of all of this, why Dante showed up, if I'm not mistaken, was the Arcane Mage. He wanted to get Yami. He wanted to take out Yami. So even if Yami shows up at the very end, the tail end of the fight, Dante's gonna stick around and fight him. He's not just gonna run away after, like, kicking Asta'S ass, which I still, even with everything, I still ain't doubting Dante's incredible power. But let's continue, because then Asta'S starts using a little bit of his devil powers, we see, or his black power, so to speak, and we see that Dante is actually surprised by it. So it shows that they don't have all the intel on everything, opposed to like the elves, which obviously, because it was a inside job with everything that William Vengeance and Patry did and whatnot, that they knew everything. He was shocked, like, wait a minute, oh, so there's somebody else that's possessed by a devil here in the Clover Kingdom? That's crazy. So their knowledge of what is in this kingdom and who's what is somewhat limited. They did not know a very, very big factor, that, hey, somebody that has similar powers to us is right here where we're attacking. And then again, like I just said earlier, Tabata using and utilizing all the characters when Gauches tries to use, a combo attack with Asta to try and hit Dante with all of those freaking swipes. So I'm just like, yo, which, to be honest with you, when 241 ended like that, I was like, why are we doing this? Why are we doing this? You know damn well Dante ain't gonna freaking go out like that, like he's some scrub or something. But alright, Gauche, you want to get involved, you want to help out, kudos. Which, to be honest with you, in retrospect now, looking at 242, that was a setup to showcase, like, Gauche, you're gonna pay for what you just did at the end of 241, or what you try to do, what you thought you was gonna do to Dante of the Dark Triad. So 241, excellent beginning of the fight. Asta going all in. Vanessa trying to use her cat Rouge to try and throw him off. Gauche trying to use his powers in combination with Asta to try to hit Dante. Dante making the declaration that Enoteca Butte is his. Grade A shit. But then 242 is like, oh, that was cute. 241. Yeah, I like 241. Yeah, I thought that shit was cute. Look at 242, baby. Opening up with a beautiful color spread of Asta, and Noelle. Gorgeous. It just shows the evolution of Yuki Tabata's art style. Like, you go to early Black Clover, it was not this freaking good, and especially for a color, because some authors, they drop the ball when they gotta do the color page. I bet a few of them be dreading that shit, like, damn, I'm about to get exposed. But not Tabata, baby. That color page was excellent. Mwah, exquisite. Although I would have preferred maybe a color page of, like, hey, the actual fight that's going down right now. I wouldn't have been mad at that either, to be honest with you. But either way, really excellent way to begin what is a very, very hype chapter. Because then, beginning of the chapter, Dante's like, oh, I bet y'all want to use this. 50% of his demon power, devil power, whatever you want to call it. And yeah, the Gauche combo wasn't much. He's able to, like, distort space and shit like that. Like, we are entering a crazy territory. When we started this story to where we're at right now, the powers are continuing to climb and elevate and become grander and grander. And that's no surprise at all. Like, the way the Dark Triad has been built up from everything in a short amount of time. Like, we've only just started learning about the Dark Triad at the end of what, arc and a half ago, besides the mini arc, like, when Julius first brought them up and shit like that. Not even Dark Triad, it was really, he was talking about the Nation of Spade. So the Dark Triad, it's only been maybe what, 10, 15 chapters, something like that, and they are just Goliaths of monstrosities of power. And then it started to get a little deep and complex, because first of all, Dante's just showing yet again that Asta, you had your little 6-month time skip, cute, adorable. I'm gonna stand on top of your shoulder and lecture you about humanity and its true nature. And that's where I was like, okay, I feel this. I like this, because Black Clover, one of the things that people have always said about the series is that it feels superficial. It feels like, hey, cool this, cool that. But when it started getting a little bit deep and philosophical and really touching up on what humanity truly is in comparison to, these devil powers, because you can see that Dante, again, he's thoroughly shocked and surprised that Asta has these powers. He has the ability to tap into, like, this devil magic or these devil powers that he thought were, I don't think he thought it was exclusive to the Dark Triad, but he definitely, again, like he said in 241, didn't expect somebody in the Clover Kingdom to have them. So when he's standing on Asta's shoulder, which, disrespectful as a motherfucker, this is another trait of the Dark Triad that they don't care. Like, especially, like, I don't care, sir. And I also love that too when Vanessa's trying to use the cat again. He's like, yo, I told you, you're my woman. You're supposed to use that shit for me. Like, Dante a G. But getting back to the whole conversation about humanity, it really just starts to, it's classic in a sense of like where Asta argues back because Dante's like, hey, humanity's true nature is evil. This is how these things come about, these powers from like being angry and sad and all of that bad stuff. And Asta's like, yeah, we get those, everybody gets those feelings, but how you use them and being able to control yourself, that's the true power of humanity, and that's what it means to be human. So I like that little dialogue right there. It's a battle of ideals, a battle of, I guess, just something a little more philosophical than we're normally getting, even though it was short-lived. But it was a testament to, again, just the mindset of the Dark Triad compared to Asta that has a similar power to the Dark Triad, but he looks at life from a different perspective. And then, again, like I said earlier, as Vanessa's once again trying to use roots, she's like, yo, I've had enough. Go 60% and basically just eradicates, which I'm curious, just like how many powers does this dude have? Because when he goes 60%, he starts draining all of the mana that is around. So Vanessa loses all her mana, which makes Rudes disappear. Even I want to say Henry at a given point was like, yo, if this keeps up, I'm not going to be able to hold the castle up and shit like that. So this dude is really freaking OP. Like, he has gravity power. He's able to drain mana at will, unlike Henry, who just, he's like a walking, like, give me your mana, I can't help myself. And then Dante takes it another step further, pins 3 of the Black Bulls that I've seen there. I want to say, was it Gordon? I want to say it was Gordon, Vanessa, and Gauches to this rock. And then, like, it was like one thing after another. Like, the epicness of this dude Dante creating from this giant boulder, which again, it gives me like real pain vibes. It gave me a mixture of a couple things. It gave me 2 mixtures, to be honest with you. It made me feel a little bit like pain, and then he turns it into a giant sword, which was even further than like, whoa. But it also gave me vibes of like, and it's just a comparison. Relax. But when Cell was messing with Gohan, he was like, yo, I want to see that true power. You brought it up, I bet. I want to see that true power. So when he turns the sword, or he turns the rock into that giant sword and stabs through Gauches, oh my god. Fam, I was just like in disbelief. Now, do I believe Gauches is completely dead? Part of me gets a little realistic, like, nah, they're not gonna kill off Gauches. Like, there's gonna be some way, somehow he's gonna survive a freaking 20,000 foot sword going through his chest. But a part of me is just like, yo, this dude is vile. Like, he's taking on the entirety of the Black Bulls by himself, stabbed through Gauches, is toying with Asta, has the other members pinned up against the wall, is draining mana, like, I can't, like, yo! And then we get the panel, which I'm curious exactly what was that about. There's a few theories going on. I've seen a couple people theorizing exactly who that was, but it looks as though it's like a flashback type of panel, and we see a dude possibly, kind of, sort of, like, you get, like, it's very vague, the appearance of, like, could be Asta's father. It says something like my son, and they're bleeding and it looks like they're dying. So I don't know if these are latent memories that is inside Asta's mind, or is this something that Dante is thinking of? But either way, this was the awakening, which more than likely means it's probably remnants within Asta of possibly from even when he was born, when he was a baby, that maybe he had an encounter where his father died, similar to like how Yuno's whole people were destroyed, and you know, which that's crazy. It gives it even further bond if both Asta's original, like, you know, family and his parents and shit like that, alongside with Yuno's original family from the Spade Kingdom, if both of them had their families wiped out by the Spade Kingdom, Jesus, or not even the Spade Kingdom, really, by the Dark Triad, because the Spade Kingdom, Yuno's, you know, obviously the real prince, the real heir to this shit, so it's just gonna even further push their bond. But that could be right there. We're about to get into Asta's true heritage, true past. If that panel right there was like potentially Asta's father, or could even be mother, that was there, my son, and something like that. And then that last page that I was like, yo, I've seen transformations and, you know, the big 3, Naruto, One Piece, Bleach. Well, One Piece not really too much, but Naruto, QB mode, Ichigo, Hollow Ichigo, all sorts of shit I've seen in 7 Deadly Sins. I've seen a lot of these things, but that was top tier. That design, Asta with the horn, the tail, the wing, him just losing it because he saw Gauches, getting remnants of memories of whoever the hell that was, whether it was his father or anything, and transforming into that at the end of 242. I don't care. That was incredible. The art. Black Clover, more than likely, like, there's only one other manga that is very, very underrated. It's called Samurai 8, The Tale of Hachimaru, which is by the creator of Naruto. That had a really great chapter this week. But Black Clover, hands down, best chapter this week. Best chapter by miles. I mean, like, yo, I love me my other series. I read a lot of shit, especially from Shonen Jump, but it was insane. I absolutely loved it. It shows the vicious, vile nature, the build up even further of what the Dark Triad is truly capable of, how disgusting they are. He was playing games with Asta just to pull out that power. I don't know if it's like he wanted to test himself, because you got to think Dante won 60% just to, you know, do everything that he did there. Where is Asta at right now in the ranking? And if Asta gets owned while going into this mode, again, what does that say about the Dark Triad? Will Yami show up? There's so many questions right now. Is Vanessa gonna end up leaving with Dude, like, to try and save Asta? Because this is how I see it play now. This is my theory. Asta's still gonna get owned by Dante, as unfortunate as that sounds, because that transformation is freaking epic and incredible looking. Maybe we'll get a few more remnants of that flashback that was teased of possibly Asta's mother or father, or whoever that's supposed to be. Vanessa gets kidnapped. Yami probably shows up at the end. That's just the only thing that I'm kind of shaky about. Like, because if Yami shows up at any given time, Dante is going to stay, because his whole mission initially anyway was to go up against Yami. So I'm curious how that's going to go, or if Yami's going to show up and have a brawl with him, or just go quietly with him. I don't freaking know, but curious what you guys thought about these last couple chapters, especially 242. Was Asta's transformation one of the best looking, like, devil, demon, angry transformations in Shonen Jump history? Like, it's up there. I'm not even fronting. I'm not saying it for no... It is up there. That shit looked incredible. Also, how do you think this is all going to play out? Is Gauche really dead? Is Dante going to marry Vanessa and Noteka? And your overall thoughts and expectations for the Black Clover manga with chapter 243 and beyond. I can't stress enough. Incredible chapter. This chapter right here, 10 out of 10, baby. 10 out of 10. Don't tell me otherwise. Insane. But that's all I have for this one, though. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you liked anything I had to say or enjoyed the video, drop me a like. I'd greatly appreciate it. And if you want more from me, make sure to subscribe. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram. Hit that bell to get all notifications. And if you want to follow any of my other social media, links, of course, in the description below. I'm ForneverWorld, and as always, people, have an awesome day. And remember the golden rule. Anime and manga for life, boy. Have an awesome day. Peace in, and whoo, that was insane. Asta's demon form, incredible.
Everything good always comes to an end. If you stab me in my back, we can never make amends. Trying to move to acceptance, hard to accept it. Mistakes like mirrors, gotta reflect it. I don't wanna fucking leave, but I gotta leave. Leave the maybes to the crazies. Maybe one day there I go, admitting something in a subtle way. No more copies, leave without a trace. Last time, I'ma say last time. Moving on to the future, leave the memories as a pastime. Memories always feel like the worst. Deading all the past, leave it in a hearse. Sometimes I wanna lie, but I don't. Why lie when truthfully you get caught in it? Then usually is all off and shit, uncalled for shit. Now I'm off the shit. Maybe lately what I've been facing got me crazy. No, I can't take it. Maybe